Hello everyone, this is JonesAndroidHelp, and made this channel so I can sort of like split my gaming channel with my nonsense channel, which is what this is, and it's just really to help answer questions on Android and like probably like softwares and things like that. So for the first video, I'm just gonna try and help you set your device up so it's more energy efficient, battery efficient, and just overall a performance killer. So first thing I suggest is, if you go into settings, display, and like when you get your, like in my case it's the Galaxy S3, the screen mode was set to standard. But like this is really vibrant, like in real life it's just like the colours stand out and it looks really nice and vibrant, but it's really like, it looks almost burnt, really cartoony as well. I mean, it's nice, but it does sort of make a difference on your display, so I'll just set it to natural, and you can see up here the difference between standard and natural. It sort of gives an even tone to your display. Now if you're on Jellybean or whatever, you know you can scroll this down and there's an auto brightness feature there. Now when I'm at school I don't really bother, well I do, but it's not really the case because I'm not using it as much. But definitely like if I'm playing games or stuff like that, I'll make sure it's on, because it, you know, it's a clever phone and it knows when to pump out like brightness and when not to. And it's just like the first day or two it looks a bit like dull, but you do get used to it. But for the most, like currently I don't bother using it because the battery's fine how it is, like because of the steps that I've took. It sort of helps the battery anyway, and I always have power saving on. Sometimes I'll leave it off and sometimes I don't, but it does help. And if you're not using Wi-Fi, turn that off, as well as mobile data. If you're not using internet, mobile data, you can always have that off if you're always connected to a router or anything in your house. But if you're outside on 3G or 4G, you have to have mobile data on anyway. And that's it for this top bar. I don't have GPS on or Bluetooth unless I need to use it. And yeah, so that's that. Yeah, auto screen timeout, I'll set it to like a minute, because, well, I don't know, you can set it to less, but say if I'm reading something on Google and it starts dimming out because I'm like doing any interaction with the screen. But if you're watching a film, it knows not to time out anyway. So yeah, it's just personal preference. I'll set these like 6 and this. So I'll just slowly scroll up if you want to copy. And by the way, I'm recording on my iPad, so the quality is quite shite. I don't have smart stay on. So yeah, that's what I use. I also do use these. That's the, if I have a text come through, it tells me up there in like a light. Wallpapers are, do not use live wallpapers. I don't see the need in them. I like mine. Lock screen as well, just a nice picture, and that's really it. In your notification panel, this bar that you pull down, the maximum you can have is this, but I don't use any of these. And another tip is, try not to use as much widgets. Like I've put this one on recently because I want to know what the weather's like, because I need my BMX spray painted, and I'm just counting my chickens for the weather really. But it's all good, like yeah. But don't use widgets and widgets. Like I've got 2 pages. I don't like a clustered UI, like user interface. So I just have a folder for my games. SwiftKey, I don't know why that's there. That's a new, like a keyboard. Then I've got all my internet apps, my music apps. That's not a music app either. Vector. That's a game. And then I've got my photos, downloads, calculator. Whoops. So yeah, that's like for school, so it's fast to like to quickly use. And then that's just to even out the page. And then my next page, that's where I've got Shazam and that. But yeah, Shazam doesn't use much, I don't think. And for those of you who don't know what Shazam is, I'll give you a demonstration. It's really good. Right. So I can't show you, but I'm just gonna put a random song on my iPad now. On my computer, sorry. Close down Black Ops 2. You can skip the video, so I'm skipping it. So if I was out and about and I like this song, I just simply just press. Oh, I'll turn the finger. So if I like this song, yeah, just press that, and it listens. Pretty cool. So yeah, that's Shazam. It's free, but you only get 5 tags a month. But I've got the pro version. Yeah. And then you just basically got unlimited stuff. My next point. Yeah. So that's really it. That's my help for saving battery. Oh, and also background apps. Just simply like on my phone, you just hold this down, and then it shows all your background apps. Some phones you just have to swipe them off, but if you're on Jellybean, you can just press that bin and it gets rid of all of them. Or if you got a phone where it's got the new not virtual keys, like them like keys built into the display, like you got a back house and then the 2 windows, you press that and that gives you the background apps, like phones like the Motorola and Nexus 4, etc. Those type of phones, they use the new it's like built into the display. So yeah. And for battery, when you fill your actual phone memory in my files, you'll see I got a external SD card and SD card. That SD card's your actual phone. So this just holds my apps, no music or anything. I suggest people buy a SD card, as I mean it sort of like helps. So like I had a 8 gig one, but I just went out there and I got a 64 gig SD card because it was like 100 quid reduced to 40, so I jumped on that offer. So now my phone's 80 gig, so you can't complain really. So yeah, it's got good memory. Hopefully your battery is going to be really good. Like this video has been 10 minutes and I don't think my battery changed. I think it was at 34 at the start, and I've been like messing with it constantly for 10 minutes and it's dropped like 2%. So if you think a 10-minute video and it's dropped 2%, like you won't be using your phone that long, I don't think. What else? Oh yeah, say you was using your internet, see how it's like kind of dulled itself out. On my phone you got these hidden buttons, you press that and you can change the brightness there, like that. So here I'm on my YouTube channel and the brightness has sort of changing itself, but there is an actual way of doing it, so it doesn't, because I looked at that before. Yeah, it's not really relevant, but yeah, and I use Google Chrome anyway. It's much faster, better, everything. So yeah, this has been a video. But yeah, so you only need to worry. I'll just scan this just to show you that it's not warranty, but normally it'll just be straight into packaging store. But I got AVG. So it says this application that you are installing will replace the other, which is what I want to do. You won't have that unless you've done it before. So yeah, just install like normal. The version and it's fine. Brand new logo. Or just YouTube shit out. But there's no and if you've not noticed, I'll show you again. You have like these little books on here, and you've got all those selects. Really normal responsive here. But what I want you to do is scroll down, go to custom, set this to and this section will load the I have this one set to max and that's 10. The next one is about 7 or 8, and then one below that to be high dishes. And the lower dishes are more basic, then it starts bringing down. So I like this.